Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Vampyr. On the last Let's Play, we went to the morgue so we can get some stuff. And now we're going to talk to this person about...
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
His,
Dr. Reid, any good news to share?
you know, thing about a patient.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Yeah, anesthesia or
Who was
whatever's
the
hard.
patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Why not stop practicing?
Oh,
Are you mad?
I didn't want to say
killed
that.
Man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
I mean, I don't, like, he's needed. I mean, who else is going to do stuff? It's a bad error, but still. Oh, yeah, you have exhaustion, right? Well, I thought you had exhaustion. Who has exhaustion? He has fatigue, and also the guy has fatigue. This guy, okay, I was thinking of him. That's who I was thinking of. What's me with fatigue? Hope they get experience from just healing them, you know?
Goodbye, Doctor.
So let's give that wallet to that black dude who is no longer on my radar for some reason. There we go. Where is he?
A giant morgue disguised as a hospital.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor.
Personal questions? Okay, whatever.
Goodbye.
We'll come to it when we come to it.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
That is a huge skull.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries
Okay, maybe not
have been
huge,
brought
but
to
it
light
seems
with our
large.
microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death.
Such low resolution.
You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea.
What about my sick
But my
mother?
condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm a living paradox. Like, is that a negative thing or...
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please,
Okay.
go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Okay. Is there anything else to talk about?
Do you need something?
I have just a few...
Then ask away.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
Well, there is that cross thing, you know?
Since I'm the one
Could
working
we
for
talk
you,
about that?
what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand today?
But to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Huh.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
I wonder how much blood I could, live off of,
The
through
man
blood
we pursued and
transfusions.
slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe. Was he a vampire?
He was a skull, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
How do skulls come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a skull?
A skull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
Okay.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
I'm gonna run around to your office to see if there's anything to pick up. What's this? Truth be told, I didn't read too much into that. Werewolf vampires. Check out that benefactor.
The giant morgue disguised as a hospital.
It's safer for Reid than anywhere else.
Hello.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to
Oh, the
speed
vampire.
concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
Yeah, sure.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Why evil?
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning
I mean, she
this
gives money to these
condition
people.
we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
Okay.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Okay.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
I don't know what you meant, but whatever.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Yeah.
Excuse my impertinence, your ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reid. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Well, we didn't exactly answer that one thing, but let's see if
Is our
there's
little
something else.
mystery
I think of nothing.
My situation is delicate, and it...
Okay, no more questions, I guess. Oh, my ladyship. My ladyship. My ladyship. My ladyship. Maybe it'll reset me if
Is our little...
I think of...
My...
Come on. There we go. Oop, on the other side. Ah, that lady. What happened to the guy over here? Let's just take a check. Oh, they're there.
Benefit of the doubt.
Everything okay here? I'm gonna talk to you.
Good evening, miss.
I'm okay.
Do you need any...
I'm afraid
You are not a burden.
and you have my gratitude.
Do you need any...
Thank you, Dr. Reid, but you've done enough already. The rest is up to...
I have to go...
But in the circumstances, I'm willing. Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require...
I have other...
Goodbye.
Yeah, okay.
Reads me like a book.
Where's that black guy from before? Yeah, they don't like that sound. How you be?
What? What?
What?
What is this?
What?
Who are you?
What?
Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reid, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reid, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Shut up.
Dr. Swansea is quite busy, and I need you to help me get acclimated. I have many questions.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
I think there's like 2 nurses here.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Anything else? You old cunt?
Miss Jones.
Again? Waking a poor old woman in her sleep?
That is a good question. We aren't talking to everybody at night.
I need to ask...
Well...
Have you noticed any suspicious comings or goings?
It would be a great deal easier to make a list of things unsuspicious in this house.
Why
of
is there a candle
charlatans.
and a light?
Come now, Miss Jones. Surely it's not that bad.
Have you no eyes? This hospital accepts all manner of souls, regardless of origin. The proper sick cannot heal. We're kept sickened by the refugees.
The Mexicans. I mean, I don't know
Everyone
what
here
their
is
version
very
would be for here.
capable. I have not seen any instances of unprofessionalism.
Thieves and murderers, the lot. People have gone missing here, you know. Poof, without a trace.
Poof! I say.
If you could just tell me why you were admitted.
It's terrible, Doctor. What with a pain in my chest, coughing up blood, and I get awfully tired. Wouldn't be so bad if I hadn't lost my house and all.
I see.
No one comes to visit, you know. Not even my own flesh and blood.
Flesh and blood. Oh wait, I can't be
I'll
like,
come-
what's your thing? It's a movie? I guess so. Or thing. I'm just gonna get small bag of junk. I thought it was a small bag of jug and it looked like milk. It's like,
The
why?
patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Just could rub up against everybody again.
Hello again.
Goodbye, Miss. Good evening, Miss.
Evening.
Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If you want to know what's going on here, you better talk to Miss Jones. She knows everything. Especially what she shouldn't.
Okay. Life in London. Okay, nothing there. Personal questions.
Goodbye.
Damn. The pain.
Where's the vampire lady? 3, 2... Guess she might be upstairs?
Disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
You?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Who? What happens if I click that?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Yeah.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
True. Personal questions?
What?
Let me...
Okay.
Goodbye.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
They seem to be down there. Uh-huh.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
It's a salt
I
shaker.
don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Oh, do I have to follow him? I've played this game for hours, and we're out of space. Can just yeet. Oh, good. I need to save.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Oh, him.
The Pembroke is so lucky to have Dr.
Yeah, we'll bump into him and be like, hey,
Good
here's the
evening,
thing.
Good.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reid.
Okay. Do you have any personal questions? Tell me about the stuff.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
We're just gonna be depressed together. You could... I mean, they could both get fired.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, just keep your head down.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships.
Oh, I guess
with
that
one
too.
another.
Come on, Dr. Reid. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running?
I mean, I came here yesterday.
Nothing wrong with what we're doing.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. Just, you know, keep your head down. Because it might be like, there might be other
Have you heard of any
laws or
underhand
something
dealings
that
going on in this hospital?
might get you in
There
trouble.
are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reid.
Anything else? What? What's the mediocre reputation?
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
I know we're over time.
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reid.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
But remember that song? Always look on the bright side of life.
Goodbye, Milton.
Yeah, fuck off, Jonathan. Well, I'm gonna go and sit on my bed to make sure that it saves. But yeah, please comment, cause like comments, tell me what you like, dislike. Woo. Tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out other videos to help it grow. And please remember, oh, look at that, now it's open. I don't know what the point of this is. Oh! Like, what is the, like, even what is the point? Somebody's like, I don't know, I'm gonna make a bad balcony and door. I don't know. Okay. Reset. Oh, I guess it might be like Dark Souls. Well, whatever. And until next time, let's say, me, GamerWolfSix of Vampyr. See ya.